Hi YouTube viewers, welcome to another edition of War Robots Test Server. This is 2019 May 11th and 12th. Let's go with gameplay first and then we will look into the new features, the pilot and other things, okay? Alright, let's get started then, and start with the Ao Jun. Now this has the death mark feature as well as the anti-control, and we'll discuss a bit of that later after the gameplay. Right, so I have embers loaded. Now it's a 2-on-2 because this is being test server. They made it so you don't have to have 6 on each side, which is good. Alright, let's see if we can find some enemy. Okay, so there's a death mark. I didn't even get the death mark activated there. Alright, let's try the Nemesis. I couldn't even get death mark activated there. I got killed so quickly. Alright, so this has the advanced healing module, so that heals essentially double and heals more. But it costs double to activate this special ability. Maybe the enemy has anti-control. I couldn't get any lockdown, so I got killed pretty fast. Alright, let's try the Ares. This has a special pilot, the Ares pilot. With that special skill, no lockdowns. It's kind of unfortunate. It does a lot of damage. Everything's level 8 by the way. Everything's level 8 robots and weapons. I think I've got a death mark there. The death mark deals additional damage, and I received that extra damage. So now try the Aguang with the Scourge. It's got the built-in weapon that seems like the Hydra, except only 500 meters in the air. Quite powerful. And this is it. Everything's level 8. Now I get the damage reduction, but not when I'm on the ground. Alright, last robot, the Hades. Special ability, so I have protection as well as a built-in weapon. Now, I'm not receiving fire from the enemy, so the built-in weapon only has limited effect. So it needs a multiplier of enemy weapon fire. Alright. I think we got locked down. With the arm. I got death mark.
Double kill.
Okay, that's the end of the battle. Alright, let's leave battle and let's take a look at some of the new features. Alright. Okay, so take a look at the Ao Jun as an example. The new items this weekend's test server is pilots. So we have the pilot here that has the Alika Renner. It deals increased damage, but durability is lowered. So in other words, unlike some of the other pilots, in addition to the buff, there's a nerf at the same time being applied. And the more the buff, the more the buff, the more the nerf. So in other words, actually no, maybe it's changed. As it deals increased damage, unlike last weekend, when it had, I think, a 10 or 15% increase in damage, it also had a 10 or 15% decrease. Now the health is only lowered by a fixed 5% as you go up. Okay, so as you can see, it's going up to 7.5%, but it doesn't have 7.5% reduction. Okay, so then when we promote, yet it costs more gold. Now this test server, we'll see how it goes in terms of the amount of gold needed in the live server. So now you have to, this is why I don't like it, seems to fix any additional. Let's go corporal. You can change the, let's change it to, let's say, healing, okay? Because, oh, that's pretty expensive, 1,000 gold. Okay, so that's a lot of gold for each. Yeah, so increased damage. So now that you have to fix, the, okay, let's not retrain, let's just promote. So each 50 gold for each level. So this was going to increase the chasm between pay players who pay a lot, pay players who pay a little, and those who don't pay. Now here's the downside. If you retrain, so right now there's a certain increased durability, 5.5%, so it's somewhat near the top. If you retrain to a different mechanic or a different buff or style of buff, let's say you change it so that it locks on targets faster, or increase weapon damage, or increase speed. Let's change it to some sort of health buff if possible. Okay. Now unfortunately what happens is that, oh okay, it does retain that level. Okay, so you don't start from 0, so that's good, because the last test server it started from the beginning, which is not good. Okay, so when you retrain again, let's see, it retains, say change it, increase speed, so it doesn't cost you retrain, which is good, and it maintains its level. Okay, so that's helpful. So now each level gets you increased speed, right? The next level costs 50 gold. And then to promote to each rank costs 1,000 gold, at least on test server. That's pretty costly. And you have to pick what weapon you want to have that buff. And if you change weapons, it'll be a different set of skills. So changing weapons could be costly to you. So let's say we want to retrain to see what it had. Okay, so it had increased speed. Okay, so let's retrain to increase locks on weapons faster. Okay, let's go maximum healing, self-healing. Okay, so let's see what happens when we keep. Now notice how the next level costs more and more the higher rank you go. Okay, so that's a maximum level. It doesn't seem to let us go any higher than the present rank, which is sergeant. So you can't get a storyline. You can't get to lieutenant or lieutenant if you will, if you wish. Okay. So that's pilots for you. Now, there's also going to be non-premium pilots, which are blue. So there's no special skill that it comes with, whereas this pilot, comes with a special skill already. Okay, see, unique skill, it comes built in. Whereas this one, the non-premium pilot, you have to adapt the skill now. Okay, so activate modules last longer. So it somehow started right at the middle of that skill, not the very bottom. Maybe it's because this pilot was a certain cost. Each pilot has a different cost. So take a look, for instance, let's say you change pilots, you go to the training center, and notice that each pilot, and I could pay to refresh, each pilot has a different cost. 180 gold, 120 gold, and the premium ones cost 2,500, for instance. Or maybe it'll cost 5,000. So let's take a look at the premium pilots. It doesn't state a cost here, but I already have a Tobias Mwangi. So let's see if I can hire 2 of them. Let's see if there's 2 of them. Okay, that's nice actually. So that allows me to have 2 Tobias Mwangis. And this person's specialty is Bulwark. That means that if I have multiple bulwarks, I can have 2 of them. I can clone them. So that's actually quite useful. I don't necessarily want to have this person because the benefit only benefits the bulwark. So attention, it says it only benefits the bulwark, so that's no good. We might as well go with a pilot such as this. Let's retrain. So let's assign and then retrain, okay. Let's make it the heal. So 1,000 gold at this time. Alright, so let's retrain. Or you can change it to weapons. So let's see what happens when we change it to a weapon. See if it retains the level of training. Let's go, let's say second or third from the highest. Let's see what happens when we change it to weapons. Okay, let's say it has increased shot grouping. Oh, okay, it maintains that, so that's good. So in other words, when you train to a weapon, it doesn't suddenly lose that level. That's good, so that's actually very helpful. Okay, so promoting doesn't cost 1,000, but it costs 500 for a non-premium pilot. So let's change this one to, let's say, durability and repair. Alright. So you go next level. It'll cost you 50 gold rather than 100, for instance. And you can promote. Oh, now it costs 1,000 to promote. Okay, so each promotion costs 500 or 1,000, so it goes up in terms of promotion cost. So now you can have a third benefit. So let's say Let's increase ability damage. Okay, it's 5%. That's significant. We can increase that. To 12.5, and that's really significant. Okay, and that's our maximum. We can't get to lieutenant or lieutenant, it seems. Alright, so now the other things that are relevant, this is the advanced repair. So unlike this is the regular repair, okay, 5 seconds duration, so it's 5% per second. Cooldown is 20 seconds. This cooldown is also 20 seconds, but 10% health points per second, so double the speed, and so it activates over a 5-second period. Same cooldown, it's twice as much power cells, twice as much gold. Presumably 40 power cells in the live server, 16 gold. Death mark. This will mark the chosen target to temporarily receive increased damage for 6 seconds, 600 meter range. So cooldown. Now, it does mean that you're essentially doing much bit more damage, but you're losing the ability to do quantum radar, meaning anti-stealth or self-repair. Alright, and then what else is new would be the anti-control. This is interesting and exciting because it removes the ability to be locked down for 10 seconds. But then after that 10 seconds is a cooldown. And apparently the cooldown is 29 seconds. So that's essentially from the time it's activated. So for another 19 or 20 seconds after you're immune from lockdown, you can be locked down or suppressed. So it prevents you from being locked down and prevents you from being suppressed. If you have 2 of them, it could be 20 seconds of immunity. If you have 3 of them, then you're immune from lockdown and suppression. And that's going to be pretty costly to have 3 of them per robot. Alright, thank you very much for watching. This has been version 5.1.0, package 622 in 2019, May 11th and 12th. Thank you again for watching.